What's going on, y'all? Y'all know what we doing, man. This another bar breakdown, man. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and like your boy video. And make sure you hit that notification bell to become part of that loyalty bar breakdown gang. But y'all see that's Beans and Jadakiss in my picture because I'm real hip hop. And that rose, that black rose, that's Nas. I gotta fix that picture. That's Nas holding that black rose from a photo he took. But yeah, this the second round, Lux versus Hollow. Let's break down these bars and get into it.
Hollow's at points for their rounds. You're bricking with your shot. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I do this whole movie production bid, the signs, the vines, the pickets and the props, and this is what you got?
And this is what you got? Well, y'all see he opened up that it was real, a light bar, like Tay Rap be saying, just when we thought hollows had points to their rounds. Well, hollow point bullets. Bullets are also called rounds. You put in your gun, you put a round in. But, hollow points do have points on them, to be bullets. They pointed type bullets, but hollow. Just when we thought hollows had points to their rounds, well, hollowdadon name is Hollow, so it's a play on his name, Hollow. What's the point in your round you just spit? You made a lot of jokes. You talked about me wearing this Black Panther shit and all that, but what's the point to your round? Just when we thought hollows had points to their rounds, what's the point? Feel me? In that round you just spit. What were you getting at? What was the point? What was the basic structure? You feel me? And I do all this, the vines, the pickets, the props, and this is what you got? Meaning I came up here, Black Panther, I brought all my signs and shit to put on a real show, to get the best out of performance, and you come up here with the mediocre shit, and this is what you got? Just a quick little talking to the nigga, man.
Hey, danger, I know you can dig this shit. We'll pick out the box. I mean, look, I could care less if you audition or not.
That grave danger part is important.
And this is what you got? Oh, you in grave danger. I know you can dig this shit. We'll pick out the box. I mean, look, I could care less if you audition or not. I wrote this story for you. I gotta stick you in the plot, nigga. But you don't love it. The script is hot.
See? This is what you got? Oh, you in grave danger. Well, when somebody tell somebody they in grave danger, that mean they in real danger. They in trouble. You feel me? But you in grave danger. A grave. Well, when you go to somebody's grave, you feel me? It's their grave. You in grave danger. That's why I said I gotta stick you in the plot. Well, when you dig up somebody's grave or where you about to lay them to rest, it's called the plot. We about to lay them in the plot, but also plot to the story. That's why he said, I can care less if you audition or not. I gotta stick you in the plot. You're designed for this role up here battling against me. I wrote these rounds for you, so I gotta stick you in the plot, and you gonna love it because the script is hot. Actor, script, the script, what I just wrote for this round right here in particular, script is hot, and you gonna love it. We'll pick out the box. You're in grave danger. We'll pick out the box. I gotta stick you in the plot. It's a play on graveyard, and a plot, grave, danger, in a box, which is what we put them in when we lay people to rest, a coffin, a box. But it's also the double flip, meaning a story plot, the script, a movie, story, movie, however you want to say it. The plot, the script, there's a plot in graves in a graveyard, and there's a plot to a story.
Look, lady, I know crap was rough out there in the 80s. But don't be depressed about your best.
Don't be.
I mean, these young heifers out here still dropping their babies.
Still.
But you raised them with an agenda, and revelations is scripture. Just gonna take a few more All that static on the set.
Right.
That's the same wire hanger for the antenna. And why it always take a black mother banging on the box for you niggas to get the picture.
Talk to that man. Y'all get it? All that static on the set is the same as the wire hanger for the antenna. Well, when we was coming up, and the TVs was staticky, all that static on the set, TV set, all that static on the set is the same as the wire hanger for the antenna. Well, you had to fix that static with a wire hanger. And your mama had to bang on the box, the side of it. Even we did it to get the picture to straighten up. You'll bang on the side before all these plasmas, they were box TVs in a box, so you had to bang on the side of it for the TV picture to come in straight. Well, that's the obvious part of the flip. It's gonna take a mom's gonna keep having to bang on the box for you niggas to get the picture. Well, to get the picture, we had to bang on the side of the box of the TV for the picture to come in right. But at a funeral, banging on the box when your mom in pain and she see you in there and she get to banging on that casket because she hurt, because you gone, you passed. Yeah, banging on the box. All that static on the set. That riffraff with these niggas back and forth about blocks that they don't even own. And what do they call they block? They set. Nigga, this our set over here. Don't bring none of that static over here to our set or you gonna get dealt with. See, all that static on the set is the same as the wire hanger for the antenna. And why it's always gonna take a black mama banging on the box for you niggas to get the picture. Double flip. Just wait. Just listen for the double meanings because they're always there.
As far as the pass leading the lux. Harlem been on the map, but I'm back leading the rush.
Facts.
You from a borough where LL was the battle and Cedar Crush.
Queens.
As if nasty wasn't enough.
Nas.
Did you need a one-run DMC left they last Adidas to run at the ad needed a crutch?
Nope.
You a sad scene in the clutch, nigga.
Damn.
RuPaul couldn't drag Queens this much.
RuPaul couldn't drag Queens this much? Well, RuPaul used to be a famous drag queen. He a boy, but, dressing women clothes. You know what I'm saying? RuPaul couldn't drag Queens this much. Meaning, Hollow ain't representing Queens, which is where he from properly. You feel me? He just, up here looking sad, looking bad. Is this who we got after Nasty Nas, LL Cool J, and, Run DMC all from Queens? To you now, nigga? Nah, you couldn't. You doing Queens bad up here. Your last few battles, we barely see you anymore. RuPaul couldn't drag Queens this much. As in drag they ass. But drag queens, men who dress like women. But Queens the city. The borough, couldn't drag Queens this much. Also in Queens. I see them on Jamaica Ave, which is a block in Queens. I think 50 from Jamaica, Queens. But I see them on Jamaica Ave, and I'm moving with this body of work without the tag. Moving like a coroner with this body of work. Well, coroners who, work with dead bodies, they move them back and forth on carts, and you see the toe tag. That's the obvious. But what he's saying, the double meaning is, I see them on Jamaica Ave. I'm moving like a coroner with this body of work. My CD, you feel me? A body of work I drop, out the trunk type shit. I'm moving with a body of work without the tag. Ain't no tag. I'm selling these shits out my trunk the right way. Ain't no industry finna rape me. Independent or nothing. You feel me? But coroners move bodies too. for work. They're coroners working at the morgue.
Bad shopping bags. I see them on Jamaica Ave.
Right.
I'm moving like a coroner with this body of work without the tag. He's dropping past shopping bags. What's your son? I'm like this new shit if you got the cash.
Facts.
Y'all see a baby boy? A lot of y'all not. It was the same scene in Baby Boy.
How?
When Jody asked P, are you a buyer or a seller?
I remember that scene.
He ain't even had the rest of the money for the bail bondsman to buy you out the cellar.
You broke, my nigga?
You buy, we sell. Whose hand is the weakest devil?
He
In
is.
the end, you got the bags, but I got the cash. Don't cheat yourself. The strip is swell. You'll know that when you sign for your CD show. You need the help. I go for the trunk like a Keebler Elf.
So you'll learn that when you signed and your CD shelf. Stay independent, my niggas. Anybody thinking about getting in this rap game, stay independent. Because if they can't have creative control, like he just said, you're going to get signed, and next thing you know, your CD shelved. You can't even drop it without they say so. Carter 5, Wayne, Interscope, Birdman. Come on, man. He said you won't realize it till you signed and your CD shelf. But not me, because I go for the trunk like a Keebler Elf. Come on, man. You know Keebler Elves, the commercials, they live in trunks. They make cookies. And they go for the trunk. Everything they do is in a little palace made out of tree trunks. But he's saying the double meaning. I go for the trunk like a Keebler Elf. I'd rather sell my CDs out the back of my trunk. And it's all profit to me. Ain't an industry head getting a dime off of what I make musically, hip-hop wise. You feel me? I go to the trunk of my car like a Keebler Elf. I go to the trunk like a Keebler Elf. It's a double play on the word trunk. Tree trunk, car trunk. Talk to him, Lux.
Show man Grime about me.
Ask
I
Grimes.
know your hustle, your origin. That's partly why I believe y'all partnership at your partnership.
Wordplay.
When he went up, it's not bargaining. It's like sponsoring. Free trade been against his first 48 hours got marketing. Targeting tools who lack honor and snap arguments. It's LO women, the trap partying or rap partisan. Y'all should have been had an audience on noggin with all Barney friends.
Why?
I mean, all you niggas sing, y'all might look like monsters on screen, but y'all backyardigans, nigga.
Ooh, that's a bar. That's a bar. Backyardigans. Y'all ever seen that show? I used to watch my niece and nephews for my sister, and you know, I put cartoons on for them, and this show came on called The Backyardigans, and basically it's a show for kids with, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of singing monsters, but they friendly, you know, they monsters, but they friendly, so, you know, kids aren't scared of them. They do little songs throughout the show, you know, talk educational things, and, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature, and they call Backyardigans. Well, the double flip to what he's saying is LOM team is just like them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all rap partisan or staff arguments? You know what I'm saying? Because, or whatever he said. And then he said, the flip was, all y'all niggas sing. Y'all may look like monsters on screen, but y'all backyardigans. Well, you know, when you got your crew behind you on stage at a battle, niggas trying to look tough as hell for the screen. Y'all might look tough on screen, but y'all all sing. Well, niggas, when we say a nigga singing in the streets, he telling, he a snitch. That's why I say I think y'all partnership is why your partner got shipped. He went down when you came up. It's not bargaining. You know, a bargain come when you go down, something go up. You know, paper ain't right. It's a bargain. But Grime, which is Hollow's friend, you know what I'm saying, I think he got locked up. That's why he said, nigga, you probably the one told on him. All y'all niggas sing, meaning LOM, your whole team, nigga, you niggas is snitches. Y'all might look like Barney, y'all might look like monsters on screen, but y'all backyardigans. The flip. Y'all singing, telling on niggas. Peep it.
Targeting tools who lack honor and snap arguments. It's LO women, the trap partying or rap partisan.
Which one?
Y'all should have been had an audience on noggin I mean, all you niggas sing, y'all might look like monsters on screen, but y'all backyardigans, nigga.
Monsters sing. Backyardigans. Go look the Backyardigans up. You'll get that line if you don't already know who the Backyardigans are. That little kid show. They are monsters that sing throughout the show. Get it to him. I don't know.
Food stamps come, you gotta babysit the car. You don't even help out with that run up in the Bronx. That's you LOM niggas living off of malls.
You know, little LOM play on the letters.
You smoked yourself. Hold up, man. You smoked yourself out of the last house you was asleep. It's such a disaster with that cannabis dude when your whole pad out in the street.
Y'all get that? Y'all remember that battle versus Disaster and Cannabis? Cannabis the rapper, Disaster the battle rapper? When Cannabis couldn't remember his rhymes, so he had to pull out the notepad, and he rehearsed them from there, and niggas was clowning him for pulling out a pad at a battle, my nigga. You ain't remember your bars? You ain't go over this shit enough and remember it? Preparation? But, you know, he say, you know, you smoked yourself out of the last class, the last crib you was in. Meaning hollow, you know what I'm saying? You don't even help with that rent up in the Bronx. That's you LOM niggas living off of moms. You niggas ain't never gonna have your own cribs. You too busy. L, living, O, off, M, moms, LOM. You just flip the letters. But, yeah. It's funny what that cannabis do when you pad out in the street. Well, weed is another word for cannabis. You know, you moving shit out of your crib, and now the landlord got your whole pad in the street, your crib. All your stuff outside, you gotta move, you evicted. You get the double flip now? We get the obvious Cannabis versus Disaster. You know, he put both of their names in it. It's a disaster what that cannabis do when your whole pad out in the street. Disaster versus Cannabis. He pulled out his pad and had to recite his rhymes from his notebook. But it's a disaster. It's a tragedy what that cannabis do when your whole pad out in the street, your whole crib, but your bed and everything is put outside because you can't, you know, do right by your rental agreement.
It's sad watching this. If you doing this, you down whatever your last option is.
Damn.
You can't match snacks out with the rap operas. The man bought his whole band rubber. Snap out of it, Off.
That's life.
I need 40, shorty. You can't negotiate the big brother with black hostages.
Oh my God. That's a bar. You can't negotiate to Big Brother with black hostages. Because you really think the United States, who he talking about as Big Brother, one part of the flip, the first meaning is you can't negotiate to Big Brother. Me, Lux, I'm these niggas Big Brother. You know, I started this shit way before they was even thought about, and I put them on. So I'm Big Bro in this shit. I'm the old head, you know what I'm saying, and I'm still doing it. Greatly still doing it. So, you know, you can't negotiate to Big Brother with black hostages, which is hollow. You know, I need 40. That's why I told Arsenal, the rebel, I need 40, shorty, 40,000 to battle. And you can't negotiate. I'm not negotiating. My price ain't changing, nigga. I need 40 to battle these niggas. Because I really put these rounds together how they supposed to sound. But you can't negotiate to Big Brother with black hostages. Well, Big Brother, the flip is, the double meaning is, we call Big Brother that eye in the sky. You know, that Illuminati and all that conspiracy, you know, the government, Big Brother. How you gonna negotiate? How is somebody in a foreign land gonna negotiate with America to get them back if the person is black? Who cares? You know, that's how they treat us in the hood. Nobody cares about niggas. You feel me? You can't negotiate to Big Brother, the government, with a black hostage. If they go to Iraq and one of us come out there and they hold us hostage, a nigga from the projects or something, The United States ain't even gonna bat an eye. Keep that nigga. See, you can't negotiate to Big Brother with black hostages. It's got to be somebody they care about to begin negotiational talks. But you can't negotiate with me, Big Brother, me being Lux. With this nigga Hollow. Ain't no negotiation. Give me 40 or we ain't doing it.
Make good sense. Why your voice be climbing like you whining? Changing pitch like the Yankees bench.
That's facts. That's facts. When Hollow be rapping, his voice do be going high as hell. That's my dog though. He be spitting that shit. But Hollow voice do be climbing like a motherfucker with that high squeaky ass voice when he run out of breath and shit. That's why he said, why your voice keep changing pitch like the Yankees bench? Well, the Yankees, the baseball team, if they keep changing players out the bullpen to go pitch, you know, pitch the baseball. But your voice pitch also, your voice changing pitch. High, low tones in your voice, the pitch. Come on. That's why he said, ain't this a bitch?
This don't make good sense.
Money.
Why your voice be climbing like you whining? Changing pitch like the Yankees bench. Ain't this a bitch? Ain't the bit at the main event. Next time you rap about my age, you tell him who the most talked about Battlerap with his age, nigga.
So his voice changing pitch like the Yankees bitch. Then he pointed at him and said, ain't this a bitch? Think of that double scheme and just that bar by itself, just that line by itself. Ain't this a bitch? Well, we know we say that in certain situations when a nigga talking reckless, like, ain't this a bitch? I know this nigga ain't talking crazy, ain't this a bitch? But he pointing at Hollow and saying, ain't this a bitch? Because his voice climbing like he whining. He calling him a bitch now. Ain't this a bitch? Meaning, ain't he a bitch? Ain't this a bitch that I'm pointing at? But the double is the wording, how we say that little phrase. Ain't this a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? You can't even get my money. Ain't that a bitch? It don't make good sense. Money. Sense.
I all couches on the stage. I get to breaking down a rapper. I bet you ain't had a book since spades. Right before I'm taking out the chapters.
I bet you ain't had a book since spades. Well, you know when we play spades, whenever we get a book, we call it a book. It's a book. But he's saying that's why you down to your last. He's still on that scheme. That's why you down to doing this your last option. If you doing this, you down to whatever your last option is. Because you ain't had a book since spades. Ain't no venue tried to book you lately. You ain't had a book since spades. Now you up here against me. Oh yeah, this one of your last options, nigga. You ain't got no money like that. Niggas ain't trying to book you on RBE or none of these leagues. You ain't had a book since spades. But the double flip is a book, an actual book. You ain't had a book since spades. Well, it's a triple entendre, to be honest. Book as in book spades. If you get a book in spades. A book, I'm reading you right after I'm checking out the chapters. When he told the nigga, you ain't had a book since spades, but I'm reading you. Meaning you're easy to read. You're an open book. I can tell by your mannerisms type of nigga you are. I'm reading you right before I'm taking out the chapters. You know, breaking you down. Well, in a book, in a regular book that you read has chapters. I'm reading you. But the third part of that is when you say you ain't had a book since spades, but I'm reading you right before you ain't had a book or you ain't had a battle. Ain't nobody booked you. See the three different ways of a battle booking, a book that you actually read, and a spade book. Peep it.
The book's in spades, but I'm reading you, nigga. Right before I'm taking out the chapters. You actors ain't seen a star brighter.
You actors ain't seen a star brighter? You actors ain't seen a star brighter?
Hold it down.
Think the Walk of Fame, man. Think of the Walk of Fame. You actors ain't seen a star brighter. And then think of an actor who act in movies. Okay, they bright stars. A bright star, always get the part in movies. Also, you see on the Walk of Fame them bright stars with the major actors' names on it. But when he's saying it the other way, the double meaning is you actors ain't seen a star brighter. He calling everybody he battle against y'all actors. You niggas ain't about what y'all really talk. You actors ain't seen a star brighter. Meaning a battle rapper better than me. You ain't seen a star brighter. But also, look in the sky. Come on, man. You guys ain't seen a star brighter at nighttime? Stars, man, bright ones. Heart fighters don't go in like this car lighter. Car lighters don't go in like this heart fighter. Well, when you push a car lighter in, it's pretty much in till it pop back out. And they stay in, so, like he said, I'm going in. Car lighters don't go in like this hard fighter. I'm going in. When you tell a nigga you going in on them.
I get to breaking down a rap book. I bet you ain't had a book since spades, but I'm reading you, nigga. Right before I'm taking out the chapters.
Talk.
Actors ain't seen a star writer. Car lighters don't go in like this hard fighter. Punch for punch. I never shown a weak hand, but an arthritis, nigga.
Punch for punch. Well, we get the obvious, punch for punch, meaning, punch for punch in a battle. They say you punching, your punchlines, punch for punch. I never shown a weak hand, but I off writers. Punch, weak hand. Arthritis, though, is the double meaning. But I off writers, people that pen, verses or rounds against me. I off writers. People that write bars, writers, I off them. I've never shown a weak hand. Well, if you got weak hands, you got arthritis in your hands. I arthritis. It's how you say the word. Say it fast, say it slow. Arthritis, arthritis, arthritis. Weak hand, punch for punch. Well, if you really punch somebody and you got weak hands, you see, punch for punch, but battle punch for punch. I arthritis. Double meaning.
This shit was more like us. Both of our names public, but mine's is the main hovering.
Facts.
All that means is you got bars too. Just not the hang of it, nigga.
Both of our names public, but mine is the name hovering. I'm really who they came to see, nigga. You just hollow. That only means you got bars too. Just not the hang of it, monkey bars. You got bars too, though, meaning you can spit too. You got bars, but the flip is monkey bars. You got bars too, just not the hang of it. You don't got the hang of doing this shit. You spit that regular. I craft this shit in a different way that people can't copy. It's a Lux style. You got bars, just not the hang of it. Where you hang on monkey bars at a jungle gym, you feel me?
Hold up, man. When I give a nigga this church, when I give a nigga this work, it ain't Mace determined.
Mace.
No fake determined. No Queen's block will be safe determined. Bourbon, make it version of focus. You with the surgeon. My next EPMD. Check the surgeon.
Damn. My next EPMD? MD is a doctor. That's the title they give them. MD, medical doctor. My next EPMD, well, EPMD is a group with Eric Sermon. Check the sermon. That's why I said you with the surgeon. Focus, you with the surgeon. That ties the MD to it, a medical doctor, a surgeon. I'm on stage. I get to breaking down a rapper. Surgically, I'm a surgeon. Check the sermon. Well, preachers preach a sermon. My next EPMD. My next EP, episode, album, whatever you want to call it. My next EP, MD. Check the sermon. Eric Sermon was part of the group EPMD. Go look at their album cover. Go look them up if you don't know who EPMD is for the youngsters. I know my niggas, my old head, my real niggas know who it is. You feel me? But this finna end, so hold on.
You gonna get this work till you fired. Hold up, man.
You gonna get this work till you fired in the furnace?
Oh, man.
Work, fired, you fired from work? But the furnace ties the different kind of fire to it. Actual fire in the furnace. But fired from a job, work. You gonna get this work until you fired in the furnace?
Check the sermon. Please. You gonna get this work till you fired.
Facts.
Calico got a casket for free. You gonna earn it, nigga.
Oh, that's a little light bar, a little quick light joint. Calico got a box for free when he brought the casket to Calico Battle. Meaning he go box the nigga and put him in the grave. That's how bad he was gonna kill this nigga and get a body. Well, Calico got a box for free. You gonna earn it. You know, you either get something for free or you earn it. But a urn, no. A urn is where you put somebody ashes in. Calico got a box. Nigga, you finna get a urn. I'm just gonna cremate you, nigga. I buried him, now I'm finna cremate you. You see that now? But urn, free. Calico got a box for free. You gonna earn it. Well, if you get something for free or you earn it. See what I'm saying? There's a flip on that and a flip on the casket and the urn.
You with the Madison Square Gardener.
The Madison
Square Gardener. I wakes up the scratched and leaves.
Oh my God. I just caught that. I swear to God. And I watched this battle a couple times. Y'all caught something with me for once. You know, most of these I already know in my head, but this nigga just said you with the Madison Square Gardener. I told you I had bar ears. I heard that shit clear this time. I didn't know what he meant until he just said that shit. You with the Madison Square Gardener, meaning I'm the best. You know, if you play at Madison Square Garden, you know, you known. But you're with the Madison Square Gardener. What does a gardener do? I rakes in this scratch and leaves. Oh my God. Rake, leaves, gardener. But the flip is I rakes in this scratch and leaves. I rakes in this scratch. Money, we call money scratch. Nigga, where my scratch at? Where my ends? Where my bread? Where my paper? Where my ends at? I rakes up this scratch, then leaves. Then I leave. I leaves out the venue. I rakes up this scratch, this 40,000 I'm getting for this battle, and then leaves until they book me for my next joint. After this body, I rakes up the scratch and leaves. Madison Square Gardener. It's a play on the word gardener. A gardener rakes up leaves with a rake. Leaves as in falling off a tree, but leaves as in leaves also leaves the building. I rakes up this scratch and leaves. That boy there. Always, every time you get a loaded line, a Corona gets a line.
Nigga talkers. Hollow the prima donna, your brakes on a damn Honda. Greasy partners, stretching pies, spinning dough. Nigga, you got a job in a pizza parlor. Even smaller. They say.
Come on, man. Stretching pies, spinning dough, greasy partners. You got a job at a pizza parlor? Think about that. Niggas say they stretching pies, keys, dope, whatever you want to call it. But you also stretch pies. A pizza is called a pie. You know, they'll deliver the pie. Spinning dough, money. Spinning dough, I'm spinning dough. But also in the pizza parlor, you spin dough. The pizza is made of dough. You know how they spin it in the air till it becomes a big circle? Spinning dough. He say he got greasy partners. Niggas that get it in, well, greasy partners. There's a lot of grease on your apron also in a pizza shop. So he's saying you saying all this, but in the meaning, nigga, you really just got a job at a pizza parlor. Damn, that's crazy. Nice little double flip. Stretching pies, spinning dough. Is that what you're saying, nigga? You got a job at a pizza parlor.
Calico got a casket for free. You gonna earn it, nigga.
Watch the Madison Square Garden bar, dog. Oh my.
You with the Madison Square Garden. You with the Madison Square Garden. I wakes up and scratched and leaves. Hey, father, tell baby girl she ain't safe on the street of Tonkers. Hollow the prima donna, your brakes on a big Honda. Crazy partners, stretching pies, spinning dough. Nigga, you got a job in a pizza parlor. Even smaller, they say you was AAU jumping and dunking. Me.
Yeah, man, that was round 2, yo. See why I break them down? Because I always catch something new sometimes, and that was when I just caught that rakes and leaves shit was fire. You with the Madison Square Gardener. I rakes up the scratch, then leaves. I rakes up this scratch, this money. I rake it in, and then I leave. Shit, I done my job here. Beat this nigga, now it's on to the next nigga. But a gardener rakes and leaves. Not to keep reiterating, you know. But yeah, man, that was round 2 of Lux vs. Hollow bar breakdown. Make sure you keep checking in. I'm always gonna have these joints, and it ain't gonna always be Lux. You know, I rock with Av too. I rock with B-Dot. I rock with, you know what I'm saying, a lot of niggas, and I'll break down whoever. You know, just put it in the. But you know, some of my top niggas I like to do the most. I can't lie. Daylight, you know, because niggas be like, what are you talking about when it come to Lux, Daylight, Av? They always shitting on niggas because they don't get the bars. That's what I'm here for. I break them down. Then niggas be like, oh shit, I ain't even hear him say that. Damn. See, and then they go back and rewatch the battle after hearing me break it down and be like, damn. He did beat this person. He did beat that person. He did beat that person. He craft that shit so well. Yeah, Lux, my favorite battle rapper. I can't help that. Rewind, find, there's more to find. Where that come from? Who can tell me in the comments where that came from? Rewind, find, there's more to find. Because every time I rewind these battles, I find there's more to find. But in a minute, y'all, man, enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. For real, I mean that. And thanks for coming back. Every time y'all come back, the comments and the love, it's all appreciated. Trust me. And I just got out of a car accident too, so I've been down for a minute because I crashed my car and totaled it, and you know, fucked my ankle and arms up, so I couldn't really do this. But I'm here today for y'all. So in a minute, all right.